Good morning, all of you. We'll discuss the modern physics numericals. I'll try to revise the modern physics, different numericals I picked up. So I'm around some 15 numericals I have. Okay, we'll continue the class. Just wait some. Are you able to see the screen?
Yes, sir.
This visible, no? Fission, pink color.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then fine. Yeah. Regarding the modern physics, maximum you do get a questions which are already the known things. So new numericals hardly will come. There's one advantage with this particular topic. So I request everyone, like I think we have some good books are there. Even our material and the textbooks are there. Even one textbook, if you refer it and try to work out 90 to 95% of numerical, that will be more than sufficient. And advanced question papers, you do have high quality questions. Modern physics, especially if you look at the advanced previous papers, now there a good number of questions are there. So the advanced and the textbook. So these two will be more than sufficient. I think any question you can manage. And it's the IRI scoring unit also. So you'll get around 11% the advance, the final advance exam. If you take 11 to, you can put 15%. And you look at the mechanics, the percentage is around say 30%. I think mechanics such a huge chapter, and here new modern physics, very small chapter, 11%. So there's something like a more helpful student friendly chapter. Only thing is student has to go through all the basic concepts, formulas, then the standard numericals. There's a minimum requirement. So please do revise again today. Also one day time is there, no? So all the theoretical ideas first you should have a clarity, and the related problems. Okay, now we have here this plutonium fission, plutonium by thermal neutron. Okay, this is a first we'll start it. So this will be a plutonium 239. Even diagrams also here you can take help of, and 94. It will receive one thermal neutron. We'll make it neutron small. It will capture the thermal neutron. Then after that, it will become like a plutonium 236 94. This is now feasible. And it will undergo fission. These are the fragments. Since we are discussing some concept, okay, let me take spherical here. Okay, these are the fragments, two identical fragments. X, let me take. And meanwhile, 4 neutrons will be emitted. He himself is telling. And 4 neutrons are emitted. So you can take that 4 neutrons like this. It's asking the force of, find the force of between the two fission fragments the moment they are produced. So this force is what we are supposed to calculate. So I think definitely it will be a repulsive force, no? What about electrons? Why we are not talking? I think in entire our nuclear physics, only in the beta decay, the electron will come into picture. Remaining in fission fusion, the electrons, because at such a high temperature or say that particular situation, the electrons open, the atom will be ionized. So only about the nucleus is what we should discuss. This force of interaction is asking. So now, okay, let's go for the basic. It will capture 239, 240, no, sorry, it will be. So what should be the mass number of these fragments? Mass number of fragments. What is the total mass? Earlier before reaction 240. Finally, it should be like a 240 minus 4 by 2. Mass number of each fragment. Mass number of each fragment. So the mass number we don't know, so that has to be determined. Okay, that x has to be determined. So for that, what should be total? 240 minus 4 by 2, no? Will be 118. Why 2? Because 2 fragments are 2x should be equal to, so like a 240 equal to mass number. Okay, I should put it a no. No, omni like this will be a. You put it z. Okay, this is a. This is z. Find the force of interaction. So now what is the value of z should be equal to a by 2? Because we just do assume that a equal to n plus z and n equal to z will assume it. So therefore, what is the value of z should be equal to a by 2. So this should be equal to 118 by is it 18 correct? 118, 240. Yeah. And this 118 by 2, how much it will come?
59.
59. Huh? Equal sizes are produced and 4 neutrons are emitted. Okay, I think we have done correct. No, this will be 240. Total mass number, number of neutrons equal protons will assume. Yeah. Mass number of each fragment is 18. So in that, half of it will be neutrons, half of it will be proton. Yeah, fine. Okay, now we have to calculate the total charge of this one. So what is the charge of this will be? So these are the 2 fragments are there. So what is the charge? I think this should be equal to repulsive force. Will take it here. So the charge should be equal to Q equal to Z into E. So 59 into 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb. So this will be the charge of each particular fragment. Now we calculate the force of interaction. So this should be equal to Q square by 4 pi epsilon. What is the distance I should take? I think the distance, the radii will be 2r. Now we don't know radii. How to bring the radii? I think the radii you have to go to bring from the Fermi R naught a to power of 1 by 3. What is the mass number of each fragment? It was 118. So substituting that 118, we'll get this radii, this value of R, I'm going to substitute here. Then value of Q also we know it. 1 Fermi means 10 to the power of minus 15 centimeters. Solving this will get the answer. I do have answer. Other things I didn't work out. You have to just some electrostatics he has brought in the fission, nothing big. Okay. And that's the only condition, otherwise not possible. This is what I'm assuming, otherwise not possible. Or you should have mentioned how many neutrons, protons. There's one condition is what I'm assuming. Okay, there's the answer. You have to check it. Can be asked, say very simple, something in the fission is asking that the moment a reaction occurs is asking that repulsive force. Why it should be repulsive? Because of the charge of the nucleus. Okay, I'll take the next question. Oh, we have proton information. Oh, sorry. I didn't check it. Number of protons should be conserved, no? Oh, I didn't see this. 94, I didn't see. I think the problem will change. Okay, there's a mass of each fragment. Okay, the number of protons. Oh, we have information of 94. No, I didn't see this one. We have number of protons. So the protons, it should be equal to, I think, okay, this. Yeah, fine. Thank you. 94 by 2. Anybody? Yeah, 47. This not needed. If he doesn't give this, 94 he has given information. I didn't see that one. Huh? I'll light it. Okay, substitute it. Now we'll get the answer. Yeah, fine. Rishit, huh? I didn't see that the number of protons which are given. Huh? So 4.37 into 10 to the power of 3 Newton. If this information not there, then one possibility is n equal to z, will assume it. Just some made changes. Okay, just look at the thing. I'll take the next question. A tritium gas bombarded. So we'll just bother about the collision between with a beam of mono energetic proton. So tritium. Shall we take it here? Tritium nucleus. H13. It is bombarded by protons. Proton. This will come. So this is a tritium. And this is a proton. The kinetic energy, protons with a kinetic energy K1. Okay, this is coming with energy, kinetic energy K1. The kinetic energy of neutron emitted at 30 degree to incident beam is K2. So this will be the, after collision, the same neutron, it will move with a kinetic energy K2. So this angle is given 30 degrees. So what is the element that will be formed? The tritium gas is bombarded with a beam of monogenetic protons of kinetic energy. The kinetic energy of neutron emitted 30 to incident beam is K2. Okay, first, what is the reaction that will take place? So first it will be proton incident on the tritium. Okay, there'll be one more neutron will be emitted. Yeah. So this will be the helium 2 plus neutron. Possible this reaction. First we'll check it. And some energy will be released here. Okay, 2 proton. Okay, this will be. Yeah. Okay, there's a possible reaction that will take place here. So we have to check whether energy is released or energy is required. So this will be the neutron. Then we'll get the other one will be the helium isotope. This will move with the kinetic energy. K3 will say this one. This angle we don't know. Let's call that phi. And initially this is at rest. I think this much is there. So now how to proceed with this? So first of all, we'll get the value of Q. So for to getting the Q, shall we call this is like a parent? And this is a daughter. So mass of parent minus mass of daughter into C square will be the value of Q. So this should be equal to mass of parents minus mass of daughter into C square. So this will be mass of parent. Parent will be atomic masses of, I think there's a proton 1.007276 plus that of the tritium 3.01650 minus that of the neutron 1.008665 plus 3.01630. This everything will be AMU. One AMU, shall we take one AMU 940? 940 mega electron volt. C square will take it. So this will become 940 mega electron volt by C square and the C square. These two C squares gets eliminated. Solving this will get the Q. I'll check with calculator so that we can save time. One 1.008665 plus 3.016030. 4.0 496 will take up to 5 decimal places. So 940 megaton. Then 1.007276 plus 3.016 4.023. Okay, I think it's coming negative. 4.023326. I think in exam very challenging for you. You should be very fast in calculation, especially this modern physics numericals. Except nuclear physics, almost I think radioactivity everywhere the questions will be of this kind only. 4.02496. 0.01 negative 0.001634 mega electron volt into 940 will make it. Point 0.001634 into 940. 1.535 minus of 1.53596 mega electron volt. So Q I got negative. So what is the conclusion I should make it? I think you have to verify. I'm just taking calculator. Okay, there's a negative I got. What do you mean by negative? The reaction will not take place on its own. Energy should be supplied. Then how to write the equation? So therefore, just like means the tritium cannot capture proton and will form the helium isotope and neutron, not possible. The incident proton should come with kinetic energy. So that the reaction should take place here. This is coming with a kinetic energy 3 megaelectron volt. Is asking what is the possible value of these two, K1 by K2. So now what is our next equation will be K1. This Q should be here. K1, okay, we are supplying that energy has to be supplied, no? So mod of Q plus K2 plus K3. The mod of Q is what we have here, and the K1 is what given. So some K2 and K3 are unknown. And then what is the equation next? We can write conservation of momentum 2 times. So we'll do one thing, M will take it masses M. This will be 3M. And this also be 3M. This will be M. For our convenient, for collision purpose. So this should be equal to 2M. K1 should be equal to 2M K2 cos 30 plus 2 into 3M K3 cos 5. This is one equation. Then along x-axis, along y-axis, initial momentum is 0. This will be 2M K2 sine 30 minus 2 into 3M K3 sine 5. So what is the unknown thing here? K2, K3, and 5. So we have all together 3 equations. Solving that will get the required answer. Try to see this. I think so. Why we have to take this mod of Q here? Because that energy has to be supplied by the proton. The proton should carry energy so that the reaction will take place here. So that Q also you have to supply it. Now solving this will get the K2 and K3. K2 and K3, that one. And also this angle phi at which this isotope is deflected. Then what will happen? The ratio of K2 by K1 we can determine. I will write it. Not exact, approximately it is giving. Then take the ratio K2 by K1. Method, this is about the nuclear collision. So you need not to bother. So how to calculate Q? Mass of parent minus mass of daughter. Q negative comes, let it be here. If Q positive is there, then that has to be brought here. Suppose by chance, if you get this Q positive due to some reaction, then the energy of incident particle plus energy released, that should be equal to kinetic energy of the products. If Q positive, put it here. Q negative, put it here. Or else you can also write this equation like this: K1 plus Q, K2 plus K3. If you get Q positive, okay, substitute that value. If you get Q negative, substitute that value, then solve it. I think this will be much safer. Here what happened, I wanted to explain the concept, like the incident proton will supply energy for the reaction to occur, and outlaw it will give the energy for the fragments, for the products. These are very popular. All of you have to work out collisions in modern physics. Very, very, very important. You check the advanced paper 4 times. Then what is the methodology here in such numericals? Conservation of linear momentum in any direction. Since you can conserve in any direction. Why we are conserving only along x-axis? Because it will be very easy for us to, because the data are given like this. This 30 degrees is given with respect to x-axis. So therefore, conservation of momentum along x-axis, y-axis will be very easy, but you can conserve in any direction. Here, momentum is, linear momentum is conserved in any direction. Why we are conserving only along x-axis, y-axis? Because the data given corresponding to the angle made by the neutron, this neutron with respect to x-axis given, no. So therefore, I'm going for conservation of momentum along x and y. This is also very good. Here you have to substitute with sign. Or if you know some concept, no, sir, like who will supply energy for the reaction to occur, the incident proton only, then there's a method. Then you have to put mod q. We'll take the next one here. This again, once again, very fundamental. So this what this question is, no, very, very important. Like in nuclear reactions, what actually both are same. Previous problem and this one are same. You may find a little bit this is different, but both are same. In all nuclear reactions, not energy nor mass. Energy and mass are conserved, and momentum is conserved. We should not say that energy nor mass. Energy and mass are conserved here. So this is the nucleus C. It will go and collide with B, and the nucleus C is formed. So this is moving with initial kinetic energy K, KB, and finally this is moving. This will have a mass MA, MB, and MC. So here energy mass is conserved, not energy nor mass. So then what is the total energy mass of the system? So this will be initial kinetic energy Ka plus Ma C square initially. What is this? This is the kinetic energy. Of nucleus. This is the rest mass. After this plus KB plus MB C square. This should be equal to Kc plus MC C square. Plus is telling some excitation energy, delta E. So in a nuclear reactions, not energy nor mass. Energy mass is conserved, momentum is conserved. This what like previously also we did same thing. There we were bothered more about the collision. That way we wrote equations. What is that Q? Q is nothing but, see, I think, what is this equation? The energy mass is conserved here. Q is nothing but M, no? Both kinetic energy and mass are brought here. So this equation is kinetic energy and mass. Okay, I'll write kinetic energy. It will be much easier. Mass of system are conserved. Both are same. Now what I'm writing that this and this are both are same. The Q there brought mass. Here we are not bringing Q in terms of the difference in masses we are done. So or else are not getting, you do one thing. MA plus MB into C square minus MC C square. You bring this MC C square on this side, nothing but Q only, no? Still not getting. The idea is same. So this is what delta M total. And this is delta. And what is this Ka plus Kb? This should be equal to Q delta MC square. Okay. Previous problem, this problem, both are same. Maybe this you may find strange the way we are writing things. These are very fundamental problem. Please do revise. Instead of solving numericals, no, I feel like just recollect all the standard ideas. All the standard ideas, if you can recollect, that will be more than sufficient when you go for exam. Find the kinetic energy of nucleus C just after its formation. I think we have all the information. Kc is unknown. Solving this. Nothing wrong if a student is thinking like this also. Most of the books, they give an explanation. Nothing wrong if you're doing thinking like this also. So I'll calculate Q because I know masses. Let's carry on here. If Q were negative, substitute Q negative. If Q were positive, let it be here. Don't bother putting mod here when it is in LHS. When it is here, you have to be very specific.
We are getting 7, sir.
All the data. 7, huh?
Yes, sir.
MA plus MB plus MC. Masses are how much? 25, 10 minus 30. So this will become 35. 35 minus 34.
0.01.
0.01 it is.
.01 into 930 will be 9.3.
I'll do the calculation. Let me see once. 0.01 into 930. 9.3 mega electron volts.
Yes, sir.
9.3 mega electron volt. Then Ka, how much we had? Kinetic energy A is moving 5 mega electron volt. Kb 3 mega electron volt. This is 9.3 mega electron volt, and this is Kc. Delta E excitation 10.3 mega electron volt. Okay, I think we'll 9. This will become 1. 7 we are getting, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll change it. I think the books may be calculation. This will be our answer. Read the question once. He has given some, I think some numerical based is what I brought it on key capture. We have only theoretical discussion. One numerical is what I brought it, key capture. Now, what is a key capture? There's a nucleus. There's an electron. So there's a K shell, there's a L shell. Okay, let me not show. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
no,
sir.
no electric pulse. With mobile data will continue. Huh? Now there's a nucleus. Some particular nuclei have a proton and they would increase the neutron. So here they can go for capture. So this nucleus will capture the innermost electron. So maximum it will 80% of the nucleus will go for capture of K shell. Very less are there where L shell will be there. Okay, yes, brought now X-ray emitted is telling. X-ray emitted. Why that one? So a capture will this gem the I do like some nucleus. So this will be say will take this is X, this will have Z, and A will take it. So after capture, what will happen to the number of nucleons will remain same, no? I think the charge will decrease. It will become Z minus 1. And who can fill up the vacancy and it can be filled up by the electrons. No, 5 meter. 4. And now the vacancy created in the L shell, K shell can be filled up by the electrons transition from L. So this electron what I'll pick up and it will make a transition. So here we'll get a LK alpha. They may trouble you with data like this. Usually just in books we have, I think in chemistry, you just go for only some K alpha thing. So in physics, what happened? I can bring a numerical. No, X-ray emitted will be characteristics of parent nuclei, daughter nuclei is saying something here. First of all, what about the energy released in the process? This should be equal to mass of beryllium. I think there's a beryllium, no? And we also have the neutrino. If you look at the reaction, this is the daughter. K capture occurs. Then, so there's a parent. This is a daughter. Tell me what will happen to this daughter nuclei? The kinetic energy of lithium nucleus. So lithium nucleus, the daughter is nearly is asking that will it recoil? Yes, it will recoil, but its energy will be very less compared to the energy carried by this one. So here the neutrino I will bring the diagram in the system. The linear momentum, you can show it. No, this will Ky and the neutrino what happen will take like this. So they say recoils. The daughter nuclei recoils here. Daughter nuclei. And now in the neutrino that was released in the beta decay, you don't get like a, so like you can say like a, it will it be monoenergetic? No. Here in the key capture, what you get, no, the neutrino will be monoenergetic. Getting this one? So there it was the energy will be shared between beta and the neutrino in the beta decay. It depends upon the chance. But here what happened? The neutrinos will be monoenergetic. So what are the that is be mono also in case of beta decay, the neutrinos will be monoenergetic. It's also very important feature to remember. Okay, how to get into K5? So first we'll do this Q is equal to mass of beryllium. There's a mass of it mx minus my into C mass of beryllium of lithium in calculation. 0.016,929 minus 7.016,004 into 1 AMU. 940 or now this we have to do calculation. The difference of these two, 7.016,929 minus 7.016,004, 0.0925, but 3 zeros, 925 into 940 into 940. Zero 0.8695. This much of energy is available. Energy now shared in the has to be so momentum of daughter should be called momentum of can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Sir, your voice is little breaking.
Okay, ma. No. Now can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
No, clearly. Yeah, fine. We'll continue. At the rest mass of neutrino is 0. So almost all the energy is carried by neutrino only. So therefore, what is energy? This one 0.8695. I'll say the energy of neutrino how much now? Should be equal to K gamma equal to Q. So then we know momentum is considered momentum of now daughter, or say the kinetic energy of the daughter should be equal to Py square by 2 times mass of the daughter. This should be equal to momentum of neutrino daughter. So this should be equal to momentum of neutrino. And how the momentum and this are related. So kinetic energy of the neutrino should be equal to P gamma, but we can't express what, like the kinetic energy of the neutrino is what, equal to Q only. So therefore, what shall we write here? No, Ky has to be determined. Is asking very specifically. So how to bring that Ky? Shall we write equal to 0.8695? That is carried by the neutrino. Almost, actually, it will both will share, but we don't know rest mass of the neutrino. No, it is 0. So how to express this kinetic energy of lithium? I have one thing like I brought. Do we know momentum of neutrino? No. There's only one help is what I'm having. So don't say 0. Ky will not be 0. It will have some energy. And that will be taken very least value, that one. That has to be determined. Can we write this Q should be equal to Ky plus K neutrino? Approximately, we can take it this way here. Since the rest mass of neutrino, we don't know. If we know mass, then I can bring some equations. Neutrino, can we use some formula like SC by lambda or any other thing, the momentum? Let me try that. Okay, this will the kinetic energy of the daughter, no, what we needed. So we wanted expression. So for that, momentum of neutrino is needed. K alpha, lambda K alpha, okay, that will come afterwards. That is not at all needed here. Q is equal to Ky plus K neutrino. We don't have equation, no? Yeah. We can't bring, I think. K neutrino is here. Ky, I can write it as Py square by 2my. P neutrino. Kinetic energy of the neutrino will be, we don't know mass of the neutrino. We can't express. But how this option D has picked up? Conservation of momentum, okay, the rest mass. Can we find out physically? Neutrino, we know kinetic energy of the neutrino. From the kinetic energy, can we calculate its momentum? Not possible, no? There's a recoil energy of the I did some calculation. So how I brought it? Because we don't know rest mass of neutrino. So that M will become undefined term, will be 0. So M0, I think we can't work out. Then how do they find out? And moreover, it will not so like a interact with the matter. This will have a slight recoil. I think that is not possible. He has given option, but we cannot determine recoil energy of the daughter. From where I picked up? Let me check the data once. Recoil energy of the daughter. Any data is missing. Rest mass of neutrino is 0. Yes, clearly mentioned. So we can't, this will be very difficult. Nearly stealing. Okay, we'll just have here because let's not introduce any new concept on our own. Most of the energy will be carried by the neutrino only, and the atom and the recoil, it will have a very less speed. So there's the equation what we can write further. I'll take it out this. Let it be here. If you know how much of energy carried by k neutrino, then we know energy leaves, then we can say anything about this particular thing. For that, we should know the momentum of neutrino. If they give that information, yes, we can work out. So some data problem. I will just stop it here only. Cannot be concluded with the given information. I'll write it here. Maybe it's a true option, but we don't have the information to further proceed. No, this is about next again is telling the option since rest mass of neutrino 0, it does not carry energy. No, it will carry energy. It will only carry maximum energy. Almost all the energy is carried by neutrino. The option C is ruled out. What about option A and B? The X-ray will be characteristics of daughter nuclei. Yes, it is correct, no? Because Z-1 is the charge it will see now. So not like Z. So when you write lambda k alpha, Z-1 is what you have to write in the Moseley's law. So therefore, this should be the characteristics of the daughter nuclei. So this data is very important. The option B, for lambda k, when you're writing expression, the Moseley's law, you have to write Z-1, not Z. Agreed? This K capture, till now, they didn't ask in advance or even in mains. So all possibility of asking any of the data they can ask you, just do revise once because there's a totally till now they didn't ask, they didn't touch. And it's a part of syllabus also. I think we'll stop it here. You can revise. I'll stop the class here. Okay, thank you all of you. So do revise all the things, especially modern physics. A lot of information is there. Better to revise that. So if you do revision more, I think it'll be on safer side rather than working numericals. Okay, bye. Take care. See you. Okay, we'll meet day of tomorrow.